are today at the beautiful Mount Kembla. We're heading down to Mount Kembla Motorsport Complex run by Wollongong Motorcycle Club, and we're going to have a look at the Enduro Loop. Unfortunately, the Enduro Loop that's been there since the mid-1960s is being closed down by national parks. National parks have thought it best to go and build a whole series of mountain bike tracks around Mount Kembla, including on the land that has been used by Wollongong Motorcycle Club on their Enduro Loop. So today I'm going to film a few of us riding around that Enduro Loop to give you a look at what's being taken away from the Wollongong Motorcycle Club and riders in New South Wales by another aggressive and inconsiderate policy by national parks in New South Wales. Hope you enjoy this video. Okay, I'm here today with Pete Ether, and Pete's a long time enduro rider. He's ridden around this track at Wollongong for many years, and he's just going to have a bit of a chat about the history and about what's happening with the track. So we'll turn it over to Pete. Can you just point out on here what's being taken away from Wollongong Motorcycle Club?
So this lower section down here is all gone. We've lost all that runs right out here. We've lost about 6.5, maybe 7.5 k's. We've lost an area out here. We're trying to maintain a smaller area up here, but at the moment they're wanting to put the fence through that. If we lose that, we can't combine this bottom section, we can't combine this top section, and we can't combine this section over here for just through the access. We need access to get back into here, which is difficult, and we can't run an enduro because this section here is lost.
All right. So has National Parks been listening to the opinions and what Wollongong Motorcycle Club want to do with this Enduro Loop?
No, the meetings we have had with them, it's always going to send us an email to let us know what's going on, but so far we've not received one email, and we do know that there are at least 3 people that are involved that we were talking to have left National Parks, which now leaves us up nowhere. There's nowhere, there's no direction to get back to.
All right. So they've got new management, but you haven't engaged with that management yet, or they haven't engaged with you?
Yeah. Through you, they're supposed to send us they said they would get in contact with us when they got the boundary line sorted out, because we had one meeting over that.
How long has the club been using those areas where they're building the push bike now?
At least back in the late 60s was when I was putting in enduro tracks.
And at that time the land was owned by Australian Iron and Steel?
Yes, that's right.
And what was their attitude to the motorcyclists using the land?
They weren't worried about it at all. It was never a problem for them. We didn't approach them, they never approached us. They were quite happy.
Didn't the club at some time plant some trees there?
Yeah, we did. Back in the 60s we planted a heap of trees up in the top area of the complex. That was to do with environmental things back in those days. And
Australian Iron and Steel were behind the tree planting, weren't they?
Yes, and so was Wollongong Council.
And it was part of a deal to let you guys use the land as for an enduro loop, as long as you planted some trees, looked after the environment, and looked after the track yourself.
Yes, yeah.
And there was no cost to the taxpayers or ratepayers?
No, nothing at all.
It was all done by the members of Wollongong Motorcycle Club?
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
And you've been using it continuously since the late 60s?
Yeah, we were using it once a year, but we gradually got ourselves, we made the track a bit longer, as everybody realises the longer the track, the better off you, less maintenance, and then we can change different areas where it's boggy after rain.
Yeah, so if it's starting to get chewed up a bit and potentially to cause some permanent damage, you rest it and then use another area,
another section, yes,
to complete your loops.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. I'm just looking at this track and this Enduro Loop that Wollongong Motorcycle Club have been using for nearly 60 years, and seems in pretty good condition for a track that's been used by motorbikes for 60 years. I can't see any significant erosion issues or any other damage. You know, what's the reason why national parks won't let Wollongong Motorcycle Club use this loop that they've been using for the last 60 years? It's outrageous.
Given
well, it's a conservation area. It was originally a recreation area. It was gifted by AIS,
yes,
to the state in around the 1980s,
yep,
for a recreation area. And then over time that changed to make it a conservation area, and as soon as that happened, National Park came in to manage the place,
yep,
and that's where things started going wrong.
Yes, yes.
So they ignored all the users,
yes,
who had been using this place for years and years and years and years,
yep,
and come in with their own grand scheme to kick them out.